Shop Talk with Cassandra Renee, the radio show where we talk about it all. Beauty, sports, current events, health, travel, music, and so much more. Tune in on Mondays at 11 a.m. on WOLB Talk Radio, 1010 on your AM dial, or stream live on WOLBBaltimore.com. You can reach us at info@talkwithcassandra.com or www.talkwithcassandra.com. Sponsored by Coiffure Exclusive Salon. Co-host Kevin Eaton.
Good morning, Baltimore. Good morning. The worldwide least talked about co-host in the building.
Yeah, he's here. And we also have Miss Erica E.J., the poet Epps, back with us this week.
Good morning, Baltimore.
Oh, we're thrilled to have you back. You were here last week with your entire cast. So how many members of the cast?
Actually, it was 6 members, but only 4 was here. So we had a 6-member cast of Too Much Drama 2.
Okay. That was an exciting interview.
We had a good show last week.
Yes, it was.
Mm-hmm.
But this week we're going to focus more so on Erica's poetry, because she, not only is she a playwright, she is a poet.
Yes, I am. I've been writing poetry since, I actually started when I was 10. As you know, little children stuff, you just throw it away, but I actually got serious with it in 1984 when I wrote my first poem, Stop the Violence, and that was featured on Channel 13. It had a commentary called Speak Out. And I actually wrote that poem because that's when a lot of violence stuff began in Baltimore. And I was just sitting home and I asked my mom, my dad said, why is everybody killing people? Why is it getting so much violence and stuff? And I got so angry about it, so I just started writing words down, and it actually became a poem, and I sent it to Channel 13. And they actually called my school back, and I went to did the commentary that morning. So and after that, I just started writing about everything that I experienced and everything that I see.
Wow. And which school did you attend?
I went to Mervo Tech, class of
Mervo.
88. Yes, ma'am, Mervo Mustangs.
Does your poetry have a common theme?
Well, basically, I have my poetry, and I actually titled Poems from Heart and Soul, because all the poems that I write is something that I've been through, or something that I'm going through, or just in general. Sometimes I can watch a TV show like Maury or Ricky Lake show, and after that go off a certain topic, I'm like, and I can write a poem about something that just happened on the program. So it's like basically I write about my life experience, other people's life experience. But before I do a poem, I would ask that person, I would like, I have a poem that kind of fits this situation. So I do get that permission before I write a poem. And inside my book, you'll see like there's a quotation beside it says, take it from such with permission or something like that. So I do write like that.
And what's the title of your book?
Poems from the Heart and Soul.
Poems from the Heart and Soul.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm saying in chronological order. It talks about my abuse that I've been through since I was little. I've encountered sexual abuse, physical abuse, emotional abuse by the hands of my dad, my ex-husband, and my first boyfriend. So it's like basically it's almost like a cycle that continued, and I finally broke the cycle. And a lot of times I tell people you have to find your own therapy to help you cope. I mean, it's great to see doctors and everything, but with my therapy, when I release stress and anger, I write, and that's how I began writing with talking about a lot of stuff I'm going through.
Okay, so you never actually sought out like professional counseling. Okay, you did that.
Yes, I sought out professional counseling, and one of my doctors told me, they said, well, what do you like to do? I said, I write, and they said, well, a lot of times you get mad when certain things happen. Why don't you just start writing down? And that's what I started doing, and then I actually just started rhyming and putting it in poems. So that's how Poems from the Heart and Soul became about. And it was a book I had self-published in 1998, so I'm actually ready to rewrite it and republished through Amazon hopefully by the summer this year.
What advice would you give to someone who's experiencing some forms of abuse?
Get out, get help. Because a lot of people stay because it's like a lot of people always hear, well, if you go, I'm going to kill you anyway. Well, if you stay, they will kill you anyway. So, take your chances. Find somebody that you can trust. Get out, talk about it. Because, a lot of times in the black community, the majority is like what goes on in the house, stays in the house. No,
yes.
We need to start talking about it. We need to start doing something about it. If it's not right and if it's hurting you, let someone know. Get some help. Get out.
Okay, we have Miss B. Let's talk about your plays. What was your first play?
My first play was called The Main Ingredients of Christmas.
Okay.
And I did that at the church I used to attend, Whitestone Baptist. And The Main Ingredients of Christmas, we actually discussed in that play. It was a comedy, but we also was it was talking about the main ingredients of Christmas, which is actually the real meaning of Christmas, Christ's birth, and how a lot of people materialize Christmas and go broke trying to buy this and buy that, and then you take the rest of the year trying to pay it off and everything. And so that was a good thing. So we did, like I said, the main ingredients of Christmas, and then also the following Christmas I did Christmas Won't Be the Same This Year. And that Christmas play, it wasn't the same because all the teenagers, they thought they was going to get gifts and everything. But they had nice, pretty boxes underneath the tree. But when they opened the box, it had biblical scriptures in there and certain things that they had to do as far as in the family house. And the teenagers was like, okay, what is this? And like they said, Christmas won't be the same this year. But one of the daughters, she decided that she wanted to go make money her own way, which was a bad thing. So she got into a lot of trouble. Her dad had a heart attack in between the whole situation. She didn't realize it until she came back late that night. So it was a Christmas play with a great message, and then we had the dancers and everything in there. So it was really exciting.
So what motivated you to write those two plays, Christmas plays?
Well, actually, I had a good friend at one of the church, Miss Georgia Goodrich, and she was. We was discussing a lot of things about Christmas, and she was telling me about some of the Christmas that how her Christmas was, and I was thinking about some of the times, the things that we grew up on, and about my family, and a lot of things that we did traditional for Christmas. And I was like, okay, but then like, when you get the biblical side, I was like, none of this was really Christmas, and like you broke, and then you're not happy with it, and then you play with your toys. 2 days later, then the next week you don't even know what half the pieces are.
We have a very special show in store for you next week, so you make sure you tune in next week to our show. And also, again, please like us on Facebook, because that's how you can keep in touch with us. That's where we actually upload a lot of our videos. Yes, we have videos. And speaking of which, please visit our YouTube channel.
Oh, man.
Is that music again?
The only thing about a 30-minute show is that it only lasts 30 minutes.
Thank you so much for tuning in to Shop Talk with Cassandra Renee. And until next week, bye-bye.
Bye-bye, y'all.